Stay tuned for another fun thrift bin haul video where we've got lots of fun toys and trinkets and jewelry, just like always before. And also, I discover a very popular line of toys that I'd never heard of, and maybe my new favorite toys. They're just simply amazing, and I'll share with you my reaction to them without knowing any context, and then I'll look up the information and learn a little bit about them, and I'll share that with you too. So be sure to stick around. Welcome back to Dust Euphoria. Today we've got another haul from the thrift store bins where they charge by the pound for stuff that they're planning on throwing away. This one I wasn't there necessarily a long time, but I did manage to get about 11 pounds worth of stuff. There's a reason why it's a little bit heavy for lack of quantity, and that'll be revealed later in the video. Now this time I did pre-sort this with plans on doing a video with Lynn Cinnamon, so it won't be as chaotic as the last video where I'm sorting as I go. So these are a little bit pre-sorted. We're going to kick this one off with the inevitable rubber duckies. Let's see what we got this time. We got a little horn player. He's got a mustache on his bill. Pretty cool looking cat. And then we got a little frog in an inner tube, polka dotted inner tube. Toy Smith, July 2010, is that what that means? Or maybe that's the toy number. Well, it says 2006 on the bottom. Well, that's pretty old. Then we got a little crab. Love the colors on that. And this is my favorite one on this one. It's a little sea turtle. It's got little orange crosses on his shell. There's obviously a baby. Got the big eyes, big head, super happy face. Let's see. Not too much info on that. All right, next up, I was able to grab some McDonald's toys that were still sealed. Let's see what we wound up with. This one is from Heroes. It's the Black Widow figure. Black Widow in white. That seems a little odd, but there's that one. And we got Darth Maul. I'm not sure what this toy is. What it does. Oh, it opens up. Got a little something in there. I'm always fearful to open these ones that are still sealed before I check and see if they're actually worth anything. Let's see, we got one from, we got Ironheart from Wakanda Forever. And another one from Heroes. This is Winter Soldier. Looks like he just pumps his arm. That okay, I won't say any more about that. Let's see. And ooh, I actually wound up with two Ironhearts from Wakanda Forever. As I mentioned many times before, when I'm going through the bins, it's kind of a rush, and so it's hard to kind of keep up with or pay close attention to what you're doing. So I just, if I see a sealed McDonald's figure, generally I'll just grab it. Now, if I do recognize it, and I know that I've gotten it before or multiple ones before, I might leave it. But I obviously didn't pick up on that when I was doing that one. Let's see. Got this little plastic bin, which is great, and I was actually able to use it to put a bunch of these cool little buttons that I got. These are kind of crafty buttons, and you'll notice they have a Christmas and floral theme. There's little Christmas presents. There's all kinds of flowers, and little snowman, another heart, some stars. They're all plastic, but they're really neat, really bright colors. Seem kind of high quality. Now with these, they weren't actually in a bin when I got them, and I had to chase them all down individually pretty much. There's just some generic buttons that were also in there. And I think there was one other. No, that's just a brown. Thought I saw a wacky button. Yeah, there we go. Look at that little metal flower. Got a little cotter pin, a little plastic cotter pin on the back. All right. Those over there. And very similar to the buttons. These I didn't have to find individually. This is a whole little plastic container of little plastic leaves, autumn leaves, brown. It looks sort of like glass, but they're just plastic. But they're really pretty. At the Goodwill price of 99 cents. 2015, could that be right? Anyways, oh, they were $1 originally. I like those. Those are really nice. Those would be a great addition to a trinket box. Keeping with the craftiness, got some really blinged out metallic cross-stitch thread, I assume. But you know, you could use it for any number of things. I've got 2 ones of those. You can really see the glitter there, glitterishness. And I got these little paint palettes, little brushes. I assume they're just watercolors. Do some painting. Really basic. And then I grabbed a few of these tiny cards. Just little playing cards for fun. Pair of tins, not too bad. I got this Christmas tin. It's kind of neat, looks like a present, comes with a bow on it. Got the candy canes, faux candy canes all around. And I've already used it to sort some Legos that I found and Lego adjacent toys. This is a little kit to make a Rudolph. And this isn't actually Lego, but I can't hardly resist the full-on kits when they come still sealed. It'd be fun to build that little reindeer. And these are actually random Legos that I grabbed. This one's really cool. It's a actual train track with metal rails, but it's a actual Lego. Got a little glass for a cockpit, looks like from a spaceship. Got this tail fin, big tail fin from some sort of jet spaceship thing. Some more random pieces. Like I mentioned before in my videos, I usually, if I see a bunch of individual Legos, I'll just try to grab the little pieces that for whatever reason look a little unique, or have printed things on them that I assume are specific to given sets. Oh, that one actually isn't a Lego. And this one's really fun. It is a Lego. It's like a pterodactyl or some sort of large ancient bird. And it came with, I found 3 wings, 2 of which match. So let's see if we can put this together. If I'm bright enough to figure it out. Oh, that was super easy. And there we go. Really nice. Lego is great. Such a high quality product. I don't know, will he go back in the bin? No, I gotta take his wings off. Definitely not one to usually grab VHS tapes, but how could you resist that? It's the original Star Wars movie on VHS. I'm not sure when this release came out. I mean, it's got the 77 date on it, but that's when the movie came out, when the copyrights were established. And it says 1990 down in the corner. So, the Star Wars is funny because George Lucas is funny, and he's done a lot of editing to the original movies, and so when you go buy them now or you stream them now online, it's not what they were when they came out, because he's added CGI, edited certain scenes. I think you know, the scene where Han Solo shoots Greedo in the cantina, that kind of, he took that out, I think. Anyways, so there are a lot of collectible versions of the movies from the original trilogy that have the original look and scenes and things. Okay, this was a part of a box set from Pink Floyd's The Wall. Not sure. Let's see, special limited edition DVD. And this looks to be the actual DVD. I assume it came with maybe a enhanced CD as well. And ooh, wow. So amazing. Truly a unique, masterful album. What I was hoping for is I have a great sound system for listening to DVD audio, 5.1, etc. And so I'm hoping that this will have the actual soundtrack. Let's see, The Other Side of the Wall documentary, another Brick in the Wall Part 2 video, retrospective documentary, etc. And so I don't know if it's all on one disc or not. I guess DVDs are a little different than Blu-ray. You can fit a bit more on there, but so great. I wish I could have found the whole set, but I'm definitely happy with that. Where can we put that up where it won't block too much? Let's see, I got these are like scrapbooking stickers, but they're like gel letters. And some of them are really unique shapes, elongated. And the fonts are a little mixed up on some. So those are really fun, I like those. Got a little picture frame. It's really nice, real heavy metal, super easy to open it up. Be fun. All right. I know nothing about jewelry, but I tend to grab anything that looks fun or interesting. This one is like black lace, dark metal, and like red gemstones. Obviously, I mean, it's just none of it's real. I'm guessing, yeah, it looks like it clamps around onto the back here. And is that a choker, I'm guessing, to go around the neck? I guess you could do whatever you wanted with it. Make a fancy garter belt, or I don't know. I like the look of it. It's a Hot Topic special, I'm sure. And this one's really heavy. Got these big metallic looking beads with turquoise looking beads, neither of which is actual, and it's got these little textured rope beads in between. And little clasps. So it's a full-on necklace. That would really weigh on you over time. And this one's just made up of little square faux rock piece beads. I don't think they're real. I think they're just plastic, but they look neat. And it's, you know, it's the full chain. It's got multiple strands. You wear it like that, I assume. And we got like a little charm bracelet with little Disney characters. The Daisy Duck and Minnie Mouse. You got the Disney Mouse bow, or Minnie Mouse bow. And then Minnie Mouse. All on a little bracelet. This next thing's super fun. I saw it in the bin, and I saw the WW, and to be honest, I thought it was a Wonder Woman little suitcase thing. So, when I shook it, it rattled, and I was excited that it was going to have little Wonder Woman figures. But I found out, as some of you probably already know who recognize the logo, that it wasn't Wonder Woman figures. It was actually a wrestling ring with little wrestling figures. It's in a little thing. Isn't that hilarious? Look at these little guys. That one, got that guy. There's 4 little figures, so you could do a tag team match, and I assume that, you know, you'd want the shirtless guys together. Got the long hair. They're ready to go. Their little arms move. Ooh, their legs move too. So you can set them up in all kinds of positions. Have yourself a little wrestling match. That's so great. And the little ring. It's plastic. We'll put them here, and I can fill up the back part. All right, I got this little metal mesh tin from Times Square. Got the little Hershey's logo. I'm guessing this came from the Hershey's store in Times Square. Oh, looks like it. Originally came with Hershey's Kisses in it. And I used it to store some just random small items I got that are sort of doll furniture-ish. But look at that. Got me a royal chair. Looks like a king's chair. And a little oven and a stove. Plastic. Empty, so you can store some things in it. Got a pie or a casserole in there cooking. Let's see, look at this. This elegant buffet table. I'm not sure, I'm guessing this is from something specific, maybe even a Disney princess movie, but I don't know. We'll certainly go with this chair. Let's see, got a little basket, a little Barbie basket, shopping basket. Let's see, got a couch, sofa, Chesterfield, whatever you call it, wherever you're from. It says Disney on the bottom, so yeah, I should check this table, see if it says anything. I don't see anything. It's super heavy. It's really nice. It's got to be something cool. I don't know what this is. Like a little faux chocolate treat. oatmeal and chocolate or Cocoa Crispy treat. Got a Barbie heart balloon. Little handle so she can hold it. And cupcake. Green icing. Plate of cookies. A little heart egg plate. Pair of Barbie ice skates. I saw both of them, so I figured I had to get them because they were a pair. Not sure what this is. It's a little thing of butter. Little fake butters. And that'll go with a little feta cheese. Put those on the table. Feta cheese is a lot of scale. And then, speaking of miniatures, got a tiny Pictionary game. So detailed. Get on the couch. Stay on the couch. And then one nice little cupcake. We'll swap out the feta. We'll cook the feta on the stove. Put the cupcake on the table. Set the tin there in case we have something else to go in it. Okay, I have no idea what these are. They're these plastic pieces, and they're kind of the nice plastic, almost like dominoes. And they all have these random images on them, or letters. Well, the green ones may be consistently letters, looks like. And then the black ones, there's a power symbol, football, paw print. The blue ones look to be letters, but only a few letters. B, Z, that's it. Music note, sign. I'm sure these are part of a game that you play, and I'm just not sure what that is, but you draw a tile and then try to match it up maybe. So, but they're nice, like I said, they're nice pieces. They're nice solid game pieces, and I like the randomness of the not knowing what they are out of context. And we will actually use that little tin box for these. Ooh. I got this little bag of dice, and I'm guessing this is, I mean, these are obviously, you play a little card game. I don't know if it has a name brand. Usually that's Bicycle or Hoyle maybe. I don't see. This looks like a backgammon die, and then two tiny red and white die. Yeah, it's 4, 8, and 9 of spades. The 10 of diamonds. I don't know. A single club on one side. I'm not sure what those are for. We'll leave them in the bag just in case they do go together. I'm guessing they came in a lot of times you'll find the little kits that have multiple games. So they'll put the dice together for the different games. Like if this has backgammon, some sort of card game you play with dice, and then some other games you play with regular dice. And this would be the little bag of dice that came in that set. I didn't see the rest of it, but I'll leave these put together like that. I got these random dice from the single game, and I don't know what the game is, but I love the dice. Look at that little crow. Or if you're from Austin, Texas, that would be a grackle. So yeah, I'm guessing you roll these, and who knows what kind of fun stuff you're supposed to do with what comes up. Who's that little guy? Got a crab, octopus, helmet, amoeba or something, some oatmeal, some puzzle piece. So fun. You know me, I can't get enough of the dice. The more unique, the better. All right, we got a tiny little tin that I found. It's got a little clear top, and I used it for my super smalls, little tiny objects that I found, or small-ish. Got a ball, just a little super ball, bouncy ball. Look at this little carved stone elephant. It's really nice. And then we got a little minion, got his beret on, driving something. A little mouse-ish, bear-ish little character. That's a mouse tail. That's definitely a mouse. Oh, it says Disney, so I'm guessing you guys know who that is. And a tiny little dog with just like splattered pink paint. A little Pollock pup. And then another tiny little dog. Looks very similar, but it just doesn't have the multiple colors. And we got a little space shuttle. Yeah, it's just a space shuttle fridge or whatever you choose magnet. And then this is a little clamp-on thing that you can put an ID on, and it's got the little cord that pulls out and back. Some guys use this like when you have to scan your ID at a place. You can just scan it and it snaps back and you don't have to worry about taking it off. And the price are least interesting for most folks. I just grabbed some washers. I like little metal geometric shapes. You can use those for art pieces. You might toss one of those in a trinket box. Be nice if they were a little worn. These look brand new. There's that, and then can't get enough. Oh wait, that's another little, like a washer type thing. But then got some Monopoly pieces. I got 5, which isn't all of them, obviously. I don't have the thimble, but got the horse, got the steamboat, the boat, and I think that's a cannon. Am I crazy? I need to look that up. So I keep getting these, and I don't want to keep getting it wrong. The car and the wheelbarrow. I didn't get the dog or the hat, but we've got those before, so we'll just add this to the collection. It's gonna be really fun to see after a long period of time all the Monopoly pieces we were able to collect, because I will never say no to the metal Monopoly pieces. All right, this one was great for me because I remember as a kid seeing these on TV. This is an actual Bill Dance fishing lure. He used to have a show, and back when I lived in Northwest Florida, we didn't get many channels. I'm dating myself, I guess. And the fishing shows used to come on all the time from the station out of Alabama. And Bill Dance was on the TV all the time, and they were, obviously pushing all of their merch, including the lures. And living in Northwest Florida, a lot of people fished. I fished a little, it was never my thing, but I was always envious of the folks that could get the name brand lures. And so this is a Excalibur top water lure. I don't know much more about it. Seems nice, and it is really old. Let's see. It's got a date of 1997. That might just be a copyright date, but I wouldn't doubt that it's probably about that old. So, and it's still never been opened. It's got the Bill Dance signature, which what fish could resist that once you saw the signature? Oh, he's Bill back there with his Tennessee hat. So funny. Oh, I love that. Let's see. Love fake food, plastic food. Can't resist a pizza slice. This one's got the pink mushrooms and I don't know, eggplant. Doesn't look too tasty, but still, it's pizza. And this, I got a cigar box, Padron. This one really, when I opened it up, very strong smell of cedar, really nice. Let's see, Padron cigars, handcrafted in Nicaragua since 1964. But I use this to store all the little figures that I got. So let's go through those. This big guy here, that's a Black Panther. It's a really nice, solid figure. I don't know if it has a brand or just a Hasbro. But yeah, he's really great. Needs to be better represented. We'll just stick him right up front. Got a couple of horses, kind of realistic. Nice figures. And not realistic, but also a nice figure. This is actually, what is, it looks, to me it looks like it's a giraffe with no neck, but because it has these little things on top, but I don't know that for sure. We'll let the Black Panther look after him. Look at this really neat Mickey figure. Rainbow Mickey. Let's see, the bottom says Vinyl Motion theme park favorites, and it's got the Disney copyright on it, so I assume it's legit. Ooh, the little arms are transparent. Green. Nice and really dense, heavy. And we got bearded dude with geometric Trivial Pursuit shirts. That's all I got on him. And this little girl here. Got her overalls going on. Looks like the same type as the guy, but I'm not sure what that is. Got Spaceman. Don't know why he's got threads coming out of his suit. That can't be good. All right, it just says space. Yeah, no more information. Anonymous Spaceman. Got a little pink lamb. Got some neat painting, or sort of neat silver. Not sure what's going on there. Red Batman. I see these figures, these like single color molded plastic figures. Generally they're superheroes. I think maybe all from the DC comics. So I'm not sure if they're part of a game or what. Oh no, wait, does that say? It says Wendy's on the back. So I guess these are like little Wendy's toys. But that's Batman. I don't know if you missed that. Let's see. Got a seal or sea lion. It's kind of a metallic black, which is odd. But it's got the little spots, you can barely see them. Or more like rings, like leopard. It's a really nice little figure. You see him there? Just barely. All right. Got a blue snake. I like the color. Got a couple of like 4 green stripes. Move these guys up a little. Well, look at this. We got a vitamin T little robot wind-up figure. Let's see. Let's wind him up. Let him go. He's so crazy. Will he actually stand up and do that? Let's see. Whoa. He's crazy. Well, let's put him in the wrestling ring. I got some Disney oil. Not sure where that's, I guess, I'm guessing there's like a play set with little Mickey cars or something, race cars. And this is part of the fun. You get to do a little oil change or whatever. And then we got a couple of, got a steamroller, a little green steamroller. Not super fancy, but I liked it. And I think this is basically a matching dump truck. Yeah, they got the same wheels. And get this out the way. Now for the finale, I have what I think is the most impressive collection of a particular line of toys that I've ever found doing these hauls. And I don't know anything about them, and I debated on looking up the information before presenting them, but I like the idea of sharing them with you, with my reactions to them without knowing the context. And you know, I have a real appreciation for them, and I will share that with you. And then what I plan to do is, once I complete shooting the video, I will look it up and I'll do a little segment where I sort of explain what they are and all that, what I learned, and then I'll come back and edit that in before the video concludes. So I'll put them all in my half-price books bag. And this is what, these are pretty heavy. This is what set off the weight that I mentioned earlier on the haul, because as you can tell, it doesn't look like too much in terms of weight, but it did register roughly 11 pounds or so. Okay, these are a series of figures, and this is the first one that I saw in the bin. He's got this tree motif going on. You can see the little rings, like, you know, if you would cut a stump or whatever. And he's got the big one on his back, one on his arm. But it's very dense. It's made of different materials. It's got all these great colors. The texturing is great, very detailed. He's got that face. He's got these great antlers up here. And then it's an Activision brand. And you can tell, you may not be able to tell from the video, but it appears as though there's some sort of electrical element involved. I'm not sure. Maybe it lights up. But anyways, I saw this guy and I grabbed him, and he was awesome. And I was like, this is really nice. I don't know what it is, but he's cool. And then I ran across a full bag of more from the same line of figures, and they're so diverse and so amazing. For instance, we got these little dragons as part of the set. Got a white dragon here. Look at this. Look, it's got the little clear glass gems in the base. Very detailed. And he's got the gemstone feathers coming out of his hair. He's got one in his thing. Even his wings are gemstone. And you'll notice I mentioned the Activision earlier, but they all have a symbol, which I'm guessing, yeah, it's on his chest too, is similar to the Pokemon. It's like a typing, I assume, in this whatever game. I assume it's a game because it's Activision. Whatever game it's from, they have a typing. And he's got the little mountain with the snow caps So not sure what that means. Let's take a look at his little dragon brother here. Ooh, this one's got a little cuffs on his arms. But it's more of a prototypical dragon, and if you'll notice, he's standing on a skull. Oh, these are just the coolest things. He's got the silver, and he's got one of the spiked bands around his neck as well. And oh, I thought he was going to be the same as the dragon with the mountain, but his little symbol is actually the skull. So they must not be as closely related as I thought. Let's see, we got look at this guy. Look at his little spiked turtle. Woo! He looks like he would be vicious. And he's sitting on, I'm not sure what that base is. And the shell, I don't know if you can tell that it's pseudo transparent. It just has a thin layer of paint on top. So amazing. Let's see what he's, okay, it's just a spiral. Not sure what that means. Look at him. This is like a gold mining theme, but he looks like he's almost like a whirlwind coming out of the ground. And he's got a shovel. And looks like leaves for his symbol, which is odd. Now this is the first one of the ones that I've showed you, but the most of these, they actually detach. And they have these very strong magnets that connect them up. These are actually a little bit dirty. Most of them aren't. And this is what makes me think too that there must be, or there could be, some sort of electronic element to them. I don't know. When I look up the information and share the video on that, I'll know more. But he's really cool, really detailed. all of these basically make me laugh with joy because they're so detailed. They're so creative. You know, I hate to compare lots of these little animals to Pokemon all the time, but this is, Pokemon is very creative with their character designs, and these are too. And these have the extra element because they get to have accessories. And he has like some sort of like Ghostbusters blaster, which I don't know if it's shooting from this container or if it's sucking things into the container. But either way, he's like a eagle character, and he's got the spiral. So he's on the same team as the dragon we saw. Or was that, I forget which one had the spiral. Put him in there. All right. Once again, we've got the transparent, this is like octopus arms on the base, I believe. And you can see it's carried through to the arms are also got that transparent plastic. I can't imagine all that went into making these figures, from the varying plastics that were used to all of the intricate painting. And once again, this little guy, the top actually snaps off. Pops right back on. Now what's fun is you can kind of twist them and it goes right back because of the magnets. He's got a little arrow through a circle on his shield. Now he's also, if you can see it, he's also on top of a skull. So I'm going to predict that, yeah, he's the skull. Little skull symbol. Let's get the snake off of here. No, we don't want the snake on the pizza. Right. Got another little dragon. Oh, look at the base on this one. Isn't that incredible? It's got all the little symbols. And it's like one of those, I don't know which dodecahedron or whatever, kind of like a version of Epcot type deal. But he's got the gold horns and tail. And he's purple. So I wonder what he's going to be. What? That's some kind of star. A whole nother typing. I can't wait to get the information on these. Find out what's going on. All right. Oof. Oh, look, it's the same base. So, oh, maybe their bases are all similar if they're on the same, if they're part of the same typing. Anyways, it's got like these fan / throwing star weapons. It's got the hood, the blue eyes. Awesome. Put him up there. Look at him. Oh, what's so brilliant about this, I mean, the figure's really small. He's got a backpack with little bottles in it. And so what do you do with a small scale figure? It's like, well, we can pair him up with a huge, like, vial flask that's corked. And that is just so funny to me. He's got his thumb up. Once again, he's got that same base. Oh, I forgot to check the bottom on the other. Yeah, that's the star. And that one is a star as well. Okay, this one hangs with the tree as the most impressive just size and scale. Look at this shark guy. He's got an anchor on a chain that he uses for a weapon. He's also got armor that's attached to him with a chain. It's real dusty. These must have just been in storage somewhere. I'll be real curious to see how old these are. So detailed. And he's got the pseudo sort of transparent purple on his arms. And he's going to belong to, okay, that's new. It's like a water drop. So like a water type. Ooh. It's like a bee. Like a bug. Oh, his eyes, can you see that? They're made with this sort of transparent, translucent plastic. As are his wings, her wings. Man, this is so nice. Oh, he's got these weapons on the end that you can sort of see through on both sides. And he is part of the Spiral Gang. Okay, this one. Look at this one. Okay, we know what team he's on. He's on a skull, but he rides like a little skeleton dinosaur, and he's really small. He's got the mantra, walk softly but carry a big stick. Walk softly but carry a large spear. So detailed. I'm just blown away by these. Got little reins. And I'm assuming, yep, we get the skull, team skull. Right. Look how colorful he is. Oh, he's got like a flame weapon. Sort of transparent. And He's obviously, I keep forgetting to show you the ones that come apart, but his knees coming out of the black. Such a great detail. He's got a rocket ship. Got like this flaming plastic on the bottom. Some armor. And this one is, oh, fire. That's the first one. First fire one we've seen. Ooh, but probably not the last. This one's got to be Team Fire, right? Looks like he's just a molten rock. Got a little horn on his head. Similar transparent plastic base. And, yep, Team Fire. Okay, that looks like it's from that, what was that Disney movie with the Western, the little lizard? But anyways, this is a snake figure. You can see he's got the little rattle, and then the tail wraps all the way around, swirls up, and then he's wearing an outfit with a little skull belt buckle, and he's got the snake head, and then he's got some kind of weapon. Little snake weapon. Look at his hat. It's got actual feathers that stick out. They've been painted. Oh, he's got one eye closed, one eye open, so he can shoot his snake weapon. Got a little snake logo on his shield, and he's gonna be a skull. I figured. Yeah, he's on the skull. I forgot to check that he's standing on the skull, or I don't know, snakes, so he's slithering on a skull, but the belt buckle was probably a giveaway on that. And then, for some reason, the little guys crack me up because they tend to give him these oversized accessories that are so funny. This one's got this gold Gatling gun. It's, oh my gosh. That's just crazy. And is he shooting coins? It looks like he's feeding coins into the gun. Oh, I can't wait to find out more about these. He's got his tongue out. Got those big ears. And he's gonna be, that's a new team. Looks like a gear with droplets inside. So I don't know what that is. We'll set him on top of the feta. And then the last one, which was one of my favorites. He's small, but they didn't give him a large accessory. They gave him a little flask. And little dude's crazy. He's wildin'. I don't know what's in that flask, but it cannot be legal. Oh my gosh. And he's got, that base, so that's gonna put him on the weird star team. He's got the long ears and got the like feather details type stuff, scales. Those are flexible. Got some bling. Yeah, it's a little star shape. So we'll just put him back there. And then, unfortunately, there were two in here that I only got the base for. And it's so sad because look, this one has the octopus tentacles, and you just know he was awesome. It's got the ladder on there. Got the little water thing. Did I only get one water team member? The big shark character, I think, is the only water one we had. God, there must be so many of these. I wish I could get them all. We'll set that there, and then we had another with the snake logo, and it's obviously another snake character. And I wish I could see what he is, but we just have the base with the fire. Alas. But yeah, those are That's just one of my favorites ever. I can't say enough about how much I like them. And like I said, I'm going to follow this up. I'm going to insert here in just a minute. I'm going to look them up, get some information, and I'll share that with you. And then I'll send you off, because that is the entire haul. And then if you stay tuned to the end, I'll do a little pan of everything we got. So thanks again for tuning in. And like I said, stay tuned to learn a little more about the Activision figures. Okay, I did some research on the figures, and as many of you are probably well aware already, they're from a series of Activision games called Skylanders. There were actually 6 different versions of the game that came out between 2011 and 2016. It was essentially the first major Toys to Life video game, which means you could go out and purchase one of these figures at the store, and then you could return home and place it on something called the Portal of Power, and it would read the information, the unique information for this character, and input it in the game so you could then play that character in the game. And so this became a major phenomenon and a huge industry almost overnight. And I was reading the whole history of the Skylanders, the rise and fall, unfortunately. And part of the fall was that the market got really inundated. There were, Disney got in on it. There was a Lego game that was very similar. And so unlike the video game genre, or even, online video games or video games in stores, where you have one item that they can have multiple copies of, but it doesn't take up a lot of room. But with these, as you can imagine, if you have all these figures for all these different games, it's just going to gobble up so much space. And plus the people playing the games, the different kinds of games, it probably just got a little tiresome on their pocketbooks to have to continue to buy the individual figures and toys and things in order to play the game. And so it sort of fell off. And like as I mentioned, this lasted up until 2016. Apparently they had a 7th installment planned, but the industry was already showing signs of major decline, and Activision pulled the plug before they were able to finish that version of the game. Okay, I'm going to put up the Wikipedia entry for Skylanders for you to read, and I'll read it to you as we go. Skylanders is a Toys to Life action-adventure video game series published by Activision. Skylanders games are played by placing character figures called the Skylanders on the Portal of Power, a device that reads the figure's tags through NFC and imports the character represented by the figure into the game as a playable character. And here's a photo of the actual Portal of Power. There may have been multiple varieties of this through the 6 different series of games, plus they were available on multiple video game consoles, so there may be different appearances. I just found this one online to give you an idea of what it looked like, because I was curious myself. I wish there had been a Portal of Power mixed in with the figures, but I wasn't that lucky. Okay, now continuing on with the Wikipedia entry, it talks about the plot, and this explains some of the different types of characters and whatnot. The game takes place in a world called Skylands, a realm filled with adventure and floating islands. It is the center of the universe that is constantly threatened by evil forces who seek to rule Skylands and gain access to all worlds. A band of heroes called the Skylanders use their abilities and machinery to defend their world from various threats, which they have done for generations. They have worked with the Portal Masters in keeping peace and balance in Skylands, battling the forces of evil and protecting the core of light. Chaos, the main antagonist, has destroyed the core of light, and Skylands is in its hands. It is up to the player to send the Skylanders into the game and stop chaos. The Skylanders have an unbreakable bond with their Portal Masters. Each Skylander is associated with one of the 10 elements of Skylands: earth, air, fire, water, magic, tech, life, undead, light, and dark. The main plot is the Skylanders going through levels to defeat Chaos and stop him from ruling over Skylands. The console versions of each game follow identical storylines, while the Nintendo 3DS versions follow stories different from those of the console versions. The mobile games had different gameplay mechanics and also had a unique story to account for them. When researching Skylanders, I realized that there were a couple of mistakes I'd made, one of which is this guy right here in the back. You might remember him. He's sort of the Alolan Marowak looking guy on the flames, multicolored head. He's actually on the wrong base. So it looks like a great match to me, but it's not. And to be honest, I can't remember if he came separate in the bin and I put them together, I just put him on the wrong base, or if he was on the wrong base when I found him. But he actually goes on the fire base that I mentioned earlier with the snake bottom that I lamented not being able to know what the top looked like. Well, now we know. Looks like that. His name is Firecracken. And there he is, as he should be. My apologies to Firecracken for giving him the wrong bottom. My apologies to whatever the other one is for giving him the wrong top. So, put him there all corrected. Put that base back. And the other mistake was this guy right here. I called him a shark. And he is a whale. You can see his blowhole right there. His name is Thumpback, as in humpback whale. So, sorry I misspeciesed him. Not used to seeing whales with sharp teeth. So, anyways. Gotta get it right? God, I love that so much. This may be my favorite figure. I like the little flask wielding guy. Boy, it's hard to pick. I guess I could pick two buddies. This would be my buddy and his big friend. They could wreak some havoc, don't you know? Anyways, okay. I went through and I gathered up photos of all the figures that I had, and I put together a montage that includes all the photos and all the names for the figures that you saw in the video. You can see they have hilarious names: Pop Fizz, Tree Rex, Rattle Shake, there's Gorilla Drilla. I think my favorite might be Fright Rider. So this sounds probably obviously a spin on Knight Rider, I think, from at least from the ones we got. Of course, Trigger Happy. You remember the Gatling coin gun guy? That's pretty funny too. And if you look in the bottom right corner of this image, you'll see Washbuckler and Blast Zone down there. Those were the two that I only had a base for. So now it's no longer a mystery what the rest of them look like. I know I wanted to know, so I assumed you guys might want to know too. Also, you might note on the bottom left, there's Mega Ram Spyro. Now Spyro, for video game enthusiasts might remember, they had its own franchise of games called Spyro. It was a little purple dragon, and Skylanders is actually sort of a spin-off, or maybe more accurate to say like a reboot of the Spyro franchise. They brought that over, and they switched up the gameplay, they switched up the aesthetics, they switched up a lot, but they used the Spyro character, and the first installment of Skylanders was called Spyro's Adventure, and they just expanded on that and created the Toy to Life phenomenon and all of that sort of stuff, and built a whole new franchise on the back of Spyro. And so Mega Ram Spyro is the figure we had, and I think it says S3. I think that's season 3, so we got like the third version. I'll put together a montage image of Spyro, the original Spyro from the original games, the original Spyro figure from the very first Skylanders game, and then I'll put a photo of the figure that we got in this haul. Alrighty, thanks so much. I'm still fascinated. These are some of my favorite toys I've ever seen, and I never played the game. To be honest, I hadn't heard of the game, but it's so amazing that you would go out and you could play this game, and some might see it as a drag that you'd have to go buy these objects, physical objects, in order to enable something in the game. But these are not disappointing in the least. That's what I love so much about it. I mean, you heard me talking about them, how much I loved them, and I had no idea about the game. I think they're just fascinating and great, all on their own. You may have actually seen one of these before. I had one in the long haul video that I just put up. That was actually a thrift store visit that came after this one, but I made the video first. And so when I saw that figure in the bins, I knew that it was one of these. I still didn't know anything about it, but I grabbed it. Now the base on that one was broken, but still the toy itself was in great shape, and it's really awesome. It was the magnetic one. It's made out of magnets and everything. So And also, after I finished this video, I was inspired to make another video where I ranked all the figures I found from 17 to number 1. So it turned out really great. I had a lot of fun doing it, and it's definitely unique compared to the haul videos. So please stay tuned. That should be up pretty quickly, so keep an eye out for that as well. Anyways, that does it for this video. Thanks once again for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe and keep checking back. We've got lots of these hauls to do, and we're also going to branch out into doing more like estate sale hauls and some different things where it's not so much about the quantity of fun stuff so we can find buying it by the pound, but actually unique items from estate sales and things that are a lot more curated, a lot more thought will go into it on our part, and they'll be a lot more interesting as individual items. So be sure to keep an eye out for those. Thanks again. Like I said, we're going to wrap this up with the little drone footage of the entire haul, including our little Skylanders army we have put together.